Hello, one and all, and welcome to a special episode of the Brewing Labs. Now, for this one, it's actually going to be a series of videos. I'm technically participating in the early access event. I'm not able to stream it, unfortunately, due to the blackout and such, so I made a promise to the community that I was going to make a series of videos of the deck techs that I'm testing out. Now, I will say some of these will not be the exact list that's on the AetherHub link that I will provide below. It's mostly because I was testing these decks kind of like throughout and just, tweaking them and such. And found actually a fun kind of like variation. For this deck, though, this is kind of the more jankiest brew that I probably brewed for this early access event. And I call it the Irencrag Orrery deck, essentially. Because it's brewed around two cards. Specifically, Chromatic Orrery, which is a 7-mana spell, well, legendary artifact specifically, where it's you may spend mana, so it was mana of any color. You could tap it to add 5 mana, generic mana, but let's be frank, if this artifact's on the battlefield, it could be 5 mana of any color, so to speak. And then you could spend 5 and tap it to draw a card for each color among permanents you control. Now, mostly we're playing this because it's a nice mana rock that has a really, really nifty static effect. Now, we're trying to get this out as soon as turn 4. And the way we're doing that is with the second card that's in the deck, Irencrag Feet. 4 mana, add 7 red mana, you may cast only one more spell this turn. Obviously, we're going to use it to cast Chromatic Orrery. Once that happens, then the shenanigans will go out. But before we get to the shenanigans, here's how the deck works. We have 2 Shock in the early game. We have 2 Fey of Wishes to help tutor for stuff that we need. 3 Eliminate, which in this early access with a lot of people that are playing creature-oriented decks is very nice. 3 Scorching Dragonfire, same thing applies. Though I might go 2-2 and then put in a board wipe. Grim Tutor, perfect in this deck to help tutor for our combo pieces specifically. Irencrag Feet, we already talked about it. Chandra Hall of Fire can be used as a good removal semi-card draw engine, but also her ultimate, along with Chromatic Orrery on the battlefield, is actually kind of hilarious. You'll see if we get to the ultimate, but essentially we could tutor for a lot of red spells that we already have, such as a bunch of shocks. I'm even debating about putting like an expansion explosion in the deck, to be honest. So that then when we tutor for it, then essentially, more or less, then we can just cast all those spells. Or even we could put in something along the lines of Volcanic Geyser. You could definitely go like along that realm. Actually, you know what? Like I said, this has been a deck. This was last minute addition, so I might actually throw in the Volcanic Geyser's main board, because both removal as well as just something we could tutor with Chandra's ultimate, so like I said, this is going to be one of those days where if you see me like last minute tweaking a deck on deck techs, now you know why. I even did a change to it thanks to the Brewer's Kitchen to put in some Golas in the list, which actually worked perfectly for this list. We also put in Chandra Awake Infernal as something that we ramp into. Fiery Immissipitation. I'm going to butcher that name. Fiery Immissipitation. Wow, I cannot believe I cannot pronounce anticipation. Yeah, that. So essentially, just a good way if we're dealing a lot of damage, which we have some damage spells in the deck and in the sideboard that we can toot out with Fey of Wishes. This is hilarious. Nisbroom Ancient, hilarious with just how much mana we're going to generate. We also throw a copy of Emergent Ultimatum in this list because the amount of tutoring shenanigans we have that are monocolored threats in our deck is really good, so we can make a really awkward choice of, hey, choose between this enchantment, a Nitzbloom Ancient, and say a Chandra, or a Grim Tutor or such. Or you can even try to bait them out by using like an early game removal that you can make them have to choose at least one of the higher end spells, but still have the removal to help remove one of the more problematic cards they have on the battlefield. Stuff like that, essentially. And then we have Chromatic Orrery, the main point of the deck. We also throw in 1 Ugin because, well, Ugin. Powerful Planeswalker, really good card. If you can ramp up into it, which we can with this deck, it's a really good card. Volcanic Geyser, last minute addition, in replace of Sublime Epiphany because, hey, I just now remembered Chandra Ultimate. We could just tutor one of these out to just get a lot of burn damage in. Our land base is a bit varied. Like, I definitely would want to tweak the mana base a little bit more, if I'm being honest. We got 4 Watery Grave, 4 Steamfint, 4 Blood Crypt, 4 Overgrown Tomb, 4 Stomping Ground, and then 2 of these following Triomes to help us with the Goalless mana, essentially. 2 Sapphire Triumph, 2 Ketria Triumph, 2 Rogran Triumph, and 2 Zaggoth Triumph. This is one of the more jankier decks that I have, so let's do a few test runs with it and just see the shenanigans that Chromatic Irencrag Orrery is going to provide. So let's see who our first opponent is in the early access shenanigans. And just for clarification, since I didn't really brought it up at the deck tech, thanks for Wizards of the Coast for providing me the early access to this event and providing me the stock account to do my janky brewy shenanigans. So now we just have to wait for loading. Loading. Who's our first opponent? And it shall be... Oh, Messenger. Forgive me for butchering that name. Anyway, we're going to see what deck our opponent is brought for this game. We shall see. We'll press on and pet the kitty while we're waiting for our opponent. Also, one clarification I do want to make to get this video out quick for people. One thing you should do before the arena starts tomorrow, and I'll get the video out by... Actually, I'm going to probably get this video out as soon as I record it, just so that I can get this message out to people as soon as possible. Ah, there we go. Make sure that you turn on arena before the tomorrow and such, mostly just to get an update to your client to help make the smoother process to going into the core set, which does release tomorrow, to make the process a lot more easier. And yeah, this is a really good hand. We can tutor for the Chromatic Orrery if we don't draw into it. We got the Irencrag Beat, we got Scorching Dragonfire, we got a Shock. This is a keep if I ever seen one. So our opponent is playing red. It could be a variety of things. Mono red shenanigans, could also be a mix of colors. We shall see. And at least they have a good boy. Let's do some good manners and saying hello to our opponent. Heyo. Okay, there we go. So we're going to play this untap, peen ourselves. That way we can have Shock online if they play a 2-drop. That has 2 health, of course. I wonder if our opponent accidentally F6 on us. There we go. But yeah. Now this could be a variety of reasons. Our opponent might not be intentionally roping us. This could be a variety of reasons. It could be maybe internet connection issues and such. Sometimes with early access you get little glitches here and there. It seems like now they're in. Okay, good. Okay, that's a Steamkin. Bye-bye Steamkin. Okay, so now we're going to let this in tap. So, untap. That way we can have either Eliminate or Scorching Dragonfire online. The problem is we are going to lose a lot of health doing this. Especially if we want to get to the Chromatic Orrery combo. And we do need to draw still the 4th mana to cast Irencrag Beat. But at least we got all red mana we need for the spells. So, let's see what our opponent does here. What shenanigans shall be abound? So, nothing yet. I think then I'm going to go a little bit slow and just play the Zagal Triome. hold up the removal. Because in the early game, we are technically a control deck until we can get to the combo. We're mostly getting to... We have to get free cards. We have to get the Irencrag Beat, we got to get Chromatic Orrery, and we got to get a good ramp card to ramp Chromatic Orrery into. There are sometimes, though, like as we can see here, Golo should get the job done without a sweat. Ooh, 7 dwarves. Hi-ho, hi-ho, the ramp, here we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. This could be the possibility of, and I always remember this, there's a lot of people testing out the color challenges, essentially, in Arena, that they're going to start with the new expansion coming out tomorrow, where you essentially just upgrade your starter decks by playing through the decks and such. And one of the challenges is, the last challenge is pretty much playing the deck online against a random opponent, and I'm having a hunch that this is the red starter deck. Maybe. Because this is not the first time I've seen someone trying to do 7 dwarves shenanigans. Could be wrong, though. Could be. Well, Scorching Dragonfire that. Well, we do got 2 choices here. We could just Irencrag Feet into Shanra's Awakened Inferno, which is a good play, but I kind of want to show off the combo, so I'm going to do some Grim of the Tutorine. If there is one reprint I am happy that's coming into the core set, because I play Commander, it's Grim Tutor. Just... Okay, and the opponent realizes we're a combo deck, and they did not want to play against the combo. Well, I guess that's a win in our books. Okay, let's see if we can play against an opponent that will have more interaction shenanigans. That was a little bit anticlimactic, I will not lie. Okay, what's our next opponent? Our next opponent is Shinogi. Okie dokie. Let's see what brew they brought for the shenanigans today. Okay, we got our Overgrown Tombs, I got Triomes. We don't really have any of our combo pieces here is the problem. But we do have some control. Nah, I think we mulligan this. There we go, a lot better. We do have combos. And if we can get to 5 mana, we could just Irencrag Feed into an Ugin. Yeah, or we could just put the Ugin back. Nah, I think we throw back the Irencrag Feed. Because if we can get to a 5th mana, we could just Irencrag Feed into an Ugin, which... Ugin, enough said. Okay, so it looks like they're playing aggro shenanigans. I'm going to put this in tap just to keep our health in line. So yeah, looks like mono red shenanigans. Okay, they're gonna steal our cards. Yay. I think they just only stole the land. Annoying, but hey, bye-bye, rogue. There we go. Then we're gonna let this enter in tap. Ba-doo. So yeah, it looks like your mono red aggro shenanigans. This is where you wish you draw into your Eliminate and your Scorching Dragonfires. Why do I have a feeling this is the Cavalcade shenanigans? Well... Yeah, I think we were forced to play the Irencrag Feet just to get out the Golos. It's not the most exciting play to use it, to be honest, but it does keep our health in check. Well, presuming the opponent does not have a Cavalcade of Calamity. Nope, just another one of those annoying little guys. I think I'm pretty much dead. Yeah, this is kind of one of those matchups where, at least if this is prevalent when the meta comes out, I might need to start incorporating more early game board wipes, such as like Ritual Sits or even Flame Sweeps or stuff of that measure. We could actually test that, actually, just to see. We could take out... we could take out one Volcanic Geyser, since that's more of a finisher card in this. We still want to keep that. Fiery Precipitation could probably be taken out. And we could probably throw in... There's Storm Wrath, there's Flame Sweep. Probably Storm Wrath will get the job done. Especially since... Okay, and we have to make sure it's not collected since we are in the early access event, so... We're just going to have to craft a few Storm Wraths. I do also intend to throw a few Fritzes in there, if I'm going to be not going to lie, but for this... Let's throw in a few Storm Wraths and see if that helps out with the current shenanigans. Nevertheless, on to another round. Mostly I just want to try to get this combo off. We're going against Air Bubbles. Cue classic bubble meme here. And I'm going to guess we're going against cats. Maybe a few dogs, too. Well, we got an Eliminate, but we got mostly our ramp, but we don't got our combo pieces. I think we mulligan. Yeah, we got one piece of our combo. We could just toss this. If we draw into the Orrery or we draw into a tutor, we should be fine. So we could toss the Ultimatum. Yeah, I think that's a keep. We're going to keep that. Toss the Ultimatum. Look like our opponent's playing cats and dogs, potentially. Oh my. It could also just be cats, because, well, here. Naya cats. Well, we'll do this. Well, that's why we put the Storm Wrath in. Okay, that's cute. I'm not gonna lie, that's cute. Put a counter on this and then make it be able to swing in for 2. Oh. Okay. Well. Risky, but I think what I'm gonna do is do this. Do the most anticlimactic. This is tapping for 2, right? The most anticlimactic volcanic geyser you've seen in a while. Drawing into an Orrery would be kind of awesome at the moment, but we'll see what our opponent does. Okay, some evolving shenanigans. Make the cat bigger. Which, unfortunately, makes it out of Storm Wrath's rage, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna let this enter and tap. We can't risk the life loss. Well. Good game. That evolution, that mutate was a good mutate, I'm not gonna lie. If they didn't mutate, we would have at least had a control of the board state. Monkeys. Well, time for another round to see if we can get the combo off. We're going against Human Token 2002. What shenanigans they brought? Okay, we got combo, tutor for combo. Yep, we got a good hand. I'm gonna let this enter in tap. Hope they don't have hasty shenanigans. Okay, they don't. So we're gonna let this enter in tap. Keep up the shock. Shocking, I know. Okay. Yep. Nope. I smell graveyard shenanigans. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is let this enter in tap. Then this tap, tutor. Okay, interesting. So... Oh, is this like the Orzhov Citadel deck that I think... Not Orzhov, but Gagari Citadel deck that I think it was... Who was it? Okay, we do have the Chromatic Orrery, so... Probably just something that... We got the combo pieces, so something that we can ramp into. So in this case, I think... Since we haven't seen... What's our opponent have? We know they have that, so probably just the ultimatum. Then just put this in tap, pass turn to our opponent. But yeah, Bulls the Citadel. This probably is the Citadel kind of like light game deck that I've been hearing about with the. I'm going to butcher the name, but. What's the name? What's the name? Name. It is, Vito? Yeah, I think we're gonna first Irencrag beat and just get the combo out. Get our Chromatic Orrery! And just hope our opponent does not have a way to ramp and finish off. Now, realistically, we should have just Irencrag beat and probably played Genre Awaken Inferno, especially since they have this now, so... But what I'm hoping that they will just go a little crazy. Like that. So then it makes us be able to do this without much sweat, so... Yep, we're gonna do this.
Stay back.
Mine's free.
Get out of my way. Or, you know, don't.
We're gonna toot it for a card. What would be a good card for this circumstance? We already have our genre. Probably just... Yeah, I think we just get our old friend Eugene. And just hope they don't have enough to do shenanigans. Uh-oh. There's Vito. There's Azusa.
What a warm reception.
So pretty much we're hoping we survive. If we can survive, then we could use Eugene to pretty much wipe the board states. But there is also the possibility that they might just be able to... They do know how Bulls the Citadel works, right? Well, we're gonna force them... Okay, they decided not to sack the 10 permanents. Whew. Okay, so we're alive for another day, or at least a little bit of time, so to speak. Okay, now the question is, do they have another Bowls of Citadel? But yeah, this is the Bowls of Citadel Gregari deck I've been hearing a little bit about. So yeah, we're just going to do that. And then we're going to do Genesis Ultimatum. We're going to choose between this, and let's see. We're at a low enough life total that that's a bad idea to go for a... Probably just a shock. A little anticlimactic, but on the bright side, then the opponent has to choose whether or not they want to give us a Chandra or a Nitzbloom Ancient. Statistically speaking, they're probably not going to give us the Nitzbloom Ancient if I have to make a logical guess, but you don't know. Yeah, I figured that was the case. So yeah, we're going to shock our opponent. We're going to play this on tap, play Golos, 2 to 4 land card. We'll just do one of the Triomes. We're going to plus, just ping. Boop. Pass the turn to our opponent. Uh-oh. If they have any... Okay, that's a life gain spell. Do they have any other thing like an Erebos' intervention? Or... Okay, there's that. Okay. So, here's what we do here. We could either... We got choices here. We could Fae of Wishes, tutor for something. That's not a bad idea, if I'm being honest. What do we tutor for? Or we could just do this and just boop.
My flames burn.
Like, yeah, we tutor for something. But what do we tutor for? Okay. I mean, yeah. More Chandra.
I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation.
-3 to this.
I've got a burning desire to finish you.
And then we'll put this in tap because we don't want to hit ourselves. Oh boy, this is close. Like, we have the amount of burn damage, but if they have any way to... Okay. We're still good. We'll just plus. Yeah, I think we just activate this ability. That's the one thing with Chromatic Orrery. Just being able to activate Golos' ability is a plus. So, Lance, which, better we got the Lance out, so... In that case, then we'll just probably plus on Chandra, discard, see if we get anything. Nothing saucy. So we're gonna +2.
Oh, looks like someone's
We're probably gonna activate this again. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. There's our Chromatic Orrery. Or not Chromatic Orrery, there's our Nitzbloom Ancient. And we should have the game, presuming our opponent doesn't have a trick up their sleeve. Whew. Okay, we survived against the Bowls' Citadel Cannon. And we showed off the combo, so I think that was a good showing. So stay tuned for the next video where I show off another janky deck. Nevertheless, I hope you are enjoying the video. Please like and subscribe. And then just wait for more janky brew of the shenanigans. See you later. Bye-doo!